Today, we're going to peel back the curtain on what comes after the chatbot. We are going to explore the next giant leap in artificial intelligence. We're talking about AI that doesn't just talk, but actually acts, and the company that's building the very engine to power it all.
Okay, so let's just dive right in. To really get where we're headed, we first have to look past the chatbots we're all used to today. You see, we're shifting from a world where AI simply answers our questions to one where it actually gets things done.
Think about it. Right now, how do we use AI? We ask it questions, right? We have it write stuff for us, give us information, but what if it could take that information and do something with it? What if it could actually execute a task for you in the digital world? Well, that's the frontier we're crossing right now.
And that brings us to this key term, Agentic AI. In a nutshell, it's an AI that's built to understand your ultimate goal, figure out a step-by-step plan to get there, and, this is the really crucial part, use digital tools like browsers and apps to actually carry out that plan. It's the move from a passive know-it-all to an active do-it-all.
This analogy just nails the difference perfectly. The AI we have today, it's like a brilliant librarian. I mean, it has access to a staggering amount of information and can answer pretty much any question you throw at it based on what's in the library. Agentic AI, though, that's more like a skilled researcher. It doesn't just find the book for you, it can leave the library, go run experiments, gather totally new data, and then come back and hand you the finished report. So, to really appreciate just how big of a leap this is, we've got to understand the fundamental problem that Agentic AI is built to solve. There's this wall, you see, that's always existed between an AI's brain and its ability to interact with the outside world.
And listen, don't get me wrong. The AI we use every single day is mind-blowingly powerful. These large language models can do incredible things, write complex code, summarize dense articles, even create poetry on the spot. Their intelligence it's just not in question.
But here's the thing. For all of that incredible intelligence, they're basically trapped. They can find you the absolute best deal on a flight, but they can't actually book it. They can write the perfect email for you, but they can't hit send. They can't take that one final simple step of taking action.
This quote just captures the problem so well. This is what we call the action gap, that barrier between thinking and doing that has defined AI up until now. And Agentic AI, well, it's all about finally giving these brilliant minds a set of hands.
Okay, so if the problem is a lack of hands, how do we actually build them? Let's get into the solution and see exactly how these AI agents are being designed to bridge that gap between just being smart and actually doing something.
It really boils down to this constant loop of observing, thinking, and then acting. So first, the agent takes your request and breaks it down. Then it maps out a plan. Now, step 3, tool use, that's the magic right there. That's where it gets its hands. It learns to use the same digital tools we do, a web browser, a company's API, you name it. And finally, it executes the plan, and it's smart enough to adapt if, a website is down or a price suddenly changes.
And this example just perfectly illustrates the real-world difference. We're going way beyond just asking for a lasagna recipe. The agentic task is the whole shebang, planning the entire dinner party, maybe checking your smart fridge for ingredients, ordering whatever's missing for delivery, and then sending out the calendar invites to your friends. It's one command, one completely finished outcome.
Now you can imagine that continuous loop of observing, thinking, acting, doing that millions of times a second for millions of people. That takes an absolutely astronomical amount of computing power. And that, right there, brings us directly to the company that's building the engine for this entire revolution, Nvidia.
And look, we're not just talking about a problem that's a little bit harder. A simple AI query is like one domino falling over. An agentic task, on the other hand, is like a massive, cascading domino rally, where every piece that falls changes the path for all the others. The need for computing power isn't just a bit higher, it's exponentially higher.
And this is where Nvidia's strategy is so brilliant. They provide the full end-to-end solution. Think of it like a race car engine. Their GPUs, that's the raw horsepower. CUDA is the operating system that lets developers actually use all that power. TensorRT, that's like the turbocharger, making everything run way, way faster. And their new NIM microservices, that's like a pre-built chassis, making it so much easier for companies to actually get these agents out on the road. It's a whole ecosystem designed for this new era.
So, all this technical stuff, what does it actually mean for us, for you and me? Let's zoom out for a second and look at the big picture,
because this technology is really poised to completely reshape our daily lives.
I mean, we are on the verge of a world where these really complex digital tasks are just handled for us by autonomous partners. Imagine an AI that doesn't just find you vacation deals, but plans and books your entire trip. Flights, hotels, activities, all based on your budget and what you like to do. Or an AI that proactively manages your bills and investments, or even runs a small business's supply chain for you. The possibilities are, well, they're pretty staggering to think about.
And that right there is the fundamental shift in how we think about this. The whole goal is to move beyond seeing AI as just another tool that waits for us to tell it what to do and start seeing it as a proactive team member that understands our goals and just works to get them done.
And that brings us to the final, really provocative question. Because once this incredible capability is widely available, it stops being just a technical problem. The choice of what to build, what big problems to solve, what to automate, that's going to be up to all of us. The power for AI to act is coming. What we decide to do with it, well, that's the next great story.